Hi everybody, Jo here again. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day and I hope you're ready for a little crafty catch-up, something a bit different today, and I'm going to be using these beautiful zigzag little cotton rag paper books, and these are tiny. Well, I say tiny. I know you're going to want to know sizes. You see, it's just they do a large and a small one, and look, when it opens up, it's this lovely zigzag. And if I just show you, and I know you like inches, 3 inches by almost 3 inches. So they're a perfect size to work with. And I just think it's lovely to do something that's different than a card. And especially this time of year, I know a lot of you have been saying Mr. Mojo's gone. Well, a good thing to help with that is these. Now, I'm sorry, there'll be a bit of glare off the light. Little Scenescapes, and these are fabulous. And I'll just tell you the names. We've got this one here with the moon on it, and this one is Mini Magic Scenescape. This one again, I'll try and tilt it so you can see, but please don't tell me off. That's Mini Dreams Scenescape. They're all on the website so you can look. This one is Mini Chill Scenescape, and the fourth one here is Mini Mystic. And what I've done with them, so I'll put those to one side if I can find a one side. Look, I'm creating a little book of flowers. And I've made 4 toppers already. So I just need to create the front one today, if that's okay. And I know you're going to ask me, so for this one, I've used the stamp, the Wild Summer Flowers, and I've teamed that up with the Twilight to stamp. So some I've done black, some I've looked for my colours of my VersaFine Clair. This one is the Buttercup stamp. Again, lovely stamp. You've seen me use this before. And that I've used the Nocturne, the black. And again, my lovely poppies. You know I love poppies. So this one, that's the Wild Poppies again in the black. And then this one, I've gone for the lavender. And obviously with it being lavender tones, I've gone for Monarch. So it's that purpley tone. And we've got first and second generation look, just to give me that lighter. And you'll notice I've got butterfly sticker there. And we've got one of the birds here. And it is just great fun to do. So just to show you, they are textured, but I love that texture because it's just a background. So I've got one here, look. Now you can either add your background a page at a time, or you can do it right along if you want. I mean, I must admit, I went right along because I wanted the continuity. But I'll just show you. We'll just cover these 2 pages here. Dead easy to do. So for me, mini hill masks. Now you could use any of your stencils, but they take the ink beautifully. But I know you like to just see how they take the ink. So we'll have a flat one. And as I say, we'll just go over these 2 just to show you. And I'll start with Pixie Green. But honestly, if you want a fun project, and I know quite a lot of you have been saying that you do get to craft with your grandchildren, well, these would be lovely. Or if you wanted to make like a mini storybook for a grandchild, I mean, those cheeky mice. I can see a storybook straight away with the cheeky mice. But for me, just be careful if you're going to stamp direct, be mindful as to what colour and what stamp you use. I like to stamp on my toppers and just have ink in the background, but again, have a play. Now we'll go for some hills here. So I'm not going to add any more ink because I can use the ink that's on here already, because why wouldn't I? And also it'll be lighter, so it'll give me that perspective look. And then we'll have one more, just the hint there, look, of a hill in the middle. So again, lighter still. There we go. And then, so that was your Pixie Green. A bit of blue at all. And again, this, I'm just going to come from the corner. Now you can add your moon mask. So it's up to you. Now, I love that sky, but I'm thinking, let's just see how much purple I've got on my purple brush, because I think I could bring that purple in again. It's a way of cleaning my brush. Yeah, love that. So that just shows you, look, to create. These takes it beautifully. So you can either put normal stenciling, you can create backgrounds, just have fun. I mean, it might be you want to actually put a topper and write your own story and then maybe stamp on one side. You know, oh, I can't wait to see what you do. You know, I love to see what you do. So I'm going to stamp one of these, Mini Scenescapes for my front. And I think for this one, I'm going to come in with the wildflowers. And again, remember, if you're not sure, I mean, you know, you can twist it. I'm thinking, no, I like it that way. And use your acetate. So yes. So as I say, mine's a little floral book, but it could be a fairy book, an animal book, a story book. So I'm going to go for the black for this, and I'm going to stamp one of the flowers right over the moon there. Now, straight down, keep your hands on, then when you're ready, lift up. And if you notice, I just held the card there, and that way you'll get a beautiful crisp image. When you stamp, you should have that lovely crisp line. None of that sort of smudgy edges. So trying the best way to do that is straight down, hold it, gentle press, straight down, press, and then I find to hold my Scenescape, lift up, and we'll just have a second generation there. And that way you get the beautiful crisp stamping. And that's what Lavinia stamps give us, the detail that Tracy draws. That's what we want to get when we stamp. Now look at that. And again, try to just think of, we don't want it symmetrical. We want it to look like a lovely group of wildflowers have just grown. Now what I'm thinking, I love that pinky colour in the background. So we'll bring in the orchard grass, but baby pink. Now the orchard grass, lovely light stamp. I just think the field grass, the bigger sister, is too big. So I'm thinking, let's go for nice orchard grass. And that brings out those lovely pinky tones. Look at that. Beautiful. So again, they're lovely to stamp on with the ink. You can add more ink on top. You can bring some of your elements around the edge if you want to. Remember to blot. It's a slow drying ink, especially if you drop it like I do. But I think these are lovely. I mean, they'd look lovely on cards. They'd make great toppers, but I just think these little books are fabulous. White pen. And I just want to add some little white highlights. And also what's nice is Tracy's got these beautiful orbs. And if you just add a little white dot in the middle of the other orbs and just invent you some more, look. And I think that, and how quick was that? But as I say, if maybe, right, where's my finished one? Let's have a look. This is the one. If maybe Mr. Mojo's gone or you've been unwell, I know a couple of you aren't well at the minute, this will be a nice size and a nice thing to create without putting yourself under too much pressure. So bippity boppity glue on the back. Make sure you pop the lid on. And again, I'm just going to put this here. And because we're on a textured card, what I normally do is let my card dry and I put one of my acrylic blocks on top with a weight just to, or you can sit and hold it down, depends. But it will just take a couple of minutes, make sure that glue is just holding it down, and look at that. I mean, obviously, as you know, I've got this to do, but don't worry, I'm not going to sit and do it today. Now, what I'm thinking is sentiment stickers. And I think I'm going for beautiful. And I've gone for the vintage colour. I was a bit undecided. I tend to go for black, but I thought, no, I'm going to use my vintage. I think it'll show up more. And I'm hoping I can just get flora and fauna across there. And then black fine liner pen, the Micron pen, I'm just going to outline. And again, I don't want it to be too straight. It's just however my pen goes. And look at that. Last little thing, I'm going to bring some Posca. You know I love my yellow sparkly Posca. And I'm just going to add, just for that extra bit of magic. And that can go right across. And what I will probably do is open the whole thing, look, and actually bring, get it a bit flatter, my yellow sparkle. I tend to have something as a running theme. So as well as having the beautiful floral stamps, and again, it's a good chance to get all your florals out, have a little play with them, have a look what you've got, maybe reorganise them. But also my running theme is going to be those lovely little Posca splatters. But look at that. Now, if you were giving this on the back here, you could write your little sentiment and your best wishes and to and from. Or you could keep it. You could actually make a note of what all your stamps are called if you wanted. But I think that would just make a beautiful gift. And it's just something a bit different, because a few of you have just said to me, we're a bit fed up, Jo, can you just share us something a bit different? So I'm really hoping that this gets that crafty juices flowing. So have a go. Have a look out for the Scenescapes, especially these gorgeous little mini ones. And you know what? I'm sure Mr. Mojo will be back in no time. So thanks as always for joining me. I hope you have a play. It might be you want to make some notelets, because these will be fabulous toppers on notelets. Just mat and layer some card behind, stamp a lovely sentiment. Do you know what? Job done. But you'll have had fun as well. So thanks as always for popping in. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Take care. Love and hugs from me. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.